Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabila Khoirunnisa. I'm 5th semester student of English Education from Islamic State University of Jakarta. Today I would like to analyze the deadlock video. Let's check it out.
The title is a video game that helps us understand loneliness. It is presented by Cornelia. In her speech, she talked about how she struggles in loneliness and depression. As an artist, she visualized all the emotion of loneliness into the video game. She also explains loneliness through mental health issues by showing the video game. Most of all, it's about understanding that all the wide range of emotions and struggles makes us what we are. According to Lucas, this speech can be included in persuasive speech on questions of value. This involves matters of fact, but they also demand value judgments based on personal beliefs about what is right or wrong. The main idea of her speech is we need to not only chase for joy or happiness, but also to embrace all our emotions and bring them into balance. Being okay with sometimes not being okay. The purpose is Cornelia wants to persuade her audience to understand loneliness. She believes if we share our feelings with someone and they understand and share those feelings too, that means we create an emotional and deep connection. For the organization of her speech, Cornelia tells the story about her struggle into loneliness at the first. Then she shares the fact that most artists also share their feelings into their arts. And then next, she uses the visualization of her video game to explain the feeling of emotions. She used her game as evidence. In the game, she portrays a person named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feelings turn to the outside and becomes a monster. That is a representation of Cornelia and the path she went through to overcome her struggles. Cornelia says the game plays actually in Kay's mind, that is visualization of Kay's mind through a world that is flooded by her tears and the weather is changing depending on how her mood is changing. Cornelia makes an analogy backpack as the baggage we all carry throughout our life in the game, and Kay doesn't know how to cope with the emotions, so the backpack becomes bigger and bigger until it bursts. In her game, she presents many different manifestations of loneliness. In my opinion, Cornelia provides enough portraits of video games as evidence about the feeling of loneliness. She also provides evidence from her own life. For the speech delivery, Cornelia is dressed in neat and professional clothes, but she dresses in all black color, from top unto the down clothes. With the dark brown wavy short hair, her hairstyle matches her and makes her look so confident. Cornelia stands slightly hunched over, moving just a little bit back and forth. She actively often uses her hands, especially when she is explaining. Cornelia makes eye contact with her audience. Sometimes she takes turns looking away to the right side and the left side. Cornelia's voice is low pitched and clear. She speaks convictively and carefully about mental health issues, and her voice is sometimes shaky when she talks about it. Her articulation is not really clear for me actually, but it is enough to be able to understand her speech. She uses the visualization of her video game to make audience more understand about the feelings. In the game, she makes lots of analogies to the emotions such as black dog to analogy to depression, a huge bird monster surrounded by a thick fog to analogy the feelings of being bullied, and still many more. She stands in the small stage and it makes her closer to her audience. She once tried to joke to the audience. For the evaluate the speaker's effectiveness, Cornelia delivers her speech really well, even though sometimes she pauses her speech like it is hard for her to tell about her mental issues, but she did it very well. She seems honest, witty, and forceful. For the emotional appeals, as the purpose of her speech to make the audience better understand the emotions. Cornelia also is so encouraging the audience with her speech. It is shown when she finished her speech, she got lots of applause from the audience.
So this is my favorite line from Cornelia. Okay, thank you for your attention. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.